better at it for sure. So I just wanted to kind of go through any of that and see where I am time-wise. I got a little bit of time. Let's just have a couple minutes of how things are going in certain areas. I know I did see um, who did I see on here? Kit. Hi, Kit. How's things up in the Boise area? It looks sunny there today. That's nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot, like 90 degrees today. So, no, things are good, finally picking up. First quarter was slow for us. Jamie was pretty busy first quarter.
Yeah.
But we were quite sluggish here in the Treasure Valley. So, it's been good that we're just seeing things getting going. Our resort areas are struggling a bit. Well, I take that back. The McCall area is struggling a little bit. Salmon is doing really well. So that's kind of funny. I think maybe price point driven a little bit on that one. But we kind of got nailed April 1. It's like everybody in the world wants to do something. So it's been very busy the last. So I expect May and June, well, May and June closings. May is pretty good, and I think June will be pretty big.
Yeah. Good, good. That's awesome. Yeah, I think that's really what we're starting to see around the country. And when you were saying price points, it's really kind of funny because Steve Stringham's up in the Layton area and a little farther north, and the price point's a little bit different than in Salt Lake. And so he's just been slaying it up there. So he's had a great, month this month. So that's been good. Ricky, how about you? How's Oklahoma doing? I know we're headed your way to do an event today or tomorrow, I think. So, you all ready?
We are excited. We're ready. Got sponsors up, food coming in, and getting all prepped. We've got 22 agents registered, which we think is pretty good for a Friday, the last day of the month for
Yeah.
closings, in addition to school being out and people starting vacations. So we're really excited about that. Just had a young man join us from another company and brought over 13,800,000 in listing inventory with him. So
Nice.
we're excited. Look,
That's good. I'm excited for you too. And hi, Robert. How are you doing today too? You just hanging in there, and you guys are doing a great job. I'm so excited for the growth and happenings there, and what's going on there. Maybe one last, and I don't know. She just barely hopped on, so I don't know whether if I'm going to get her. But Amy, I spent some time with Amy in um, Phoenix just last week. Amy McDaniel, not Amy, not you, Amy, the other Amy. Tell us how things are going in Nashville, if you've settled back in there yet.
Hello, good morning to you that still have the morning hours. Going well in Nashville. We're moving right along,
Good,
hopefully picking up momentum.
good. Business is starting to pick up in the same area. I'm kind of starting to see that all around the
Yeah,
country and what's happening. So
I think so too.
that's awesome. How about one more? How about Andy? How's Florida doing? Good. Good, good. That's good. I know I'm in Arizona visiting my daughter, and it was 100 degrees yesterday. So it just all of a sudden it just boom, it's hot. And I don't think we even had a spring. It went winter, summer. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. So well, awesome. Well, good. Well, thank you all for chiming in and being here, and hopefully we got some good stuff for you today. I was going to have Randy talk a little bit now about an affiliate program that we've put together with a couple of companies. So, Randy, you want to jump on and talk about HOA.com and RedX? I think he's on here. Oh,
Absolutely. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen really quick. Um, so we've partnered up with a couple new affiliates. We spend a lot of time vetting these companies. We go out, we negotiate killer discounts for the agents in our companies, and one of them is HOA.com. And HOA.com, what that allows us to do is it allows our agents with our company to go out and get a designation where they can specialize in working with HOAs. And you may have heard this term before, it's the riches are in the niches. And when you have a niche market that you can dominate, it separates you from the competition. And a interesting statistic is that with HOAs, 53% of all properties sold in America right now are in an HOA, and homes in HOAs sell for 5 to 6% higher than homes that are not in an HOA, which means our agents make more money. On top of that, there is 11 new HOAs formed every single day in the US, Monday through Friday. So what that means is if your agents are not engaging in HOA communities, they're leaving money on the table. And with this designation, there'll be a link where your agents can come learn about what HOA.com designation can do for them, how it can separate them from the competition. And what they'll do is they'll come to and register. They come in and they take this course. I've been through it myself. I've already gotten the designation. Before we ever roll anything out to our agents, we vet it. And so I went through the course. It took about 4 hours. And now I can market myself as a certified HOA specialist. And to get the designation, it's $499 with equity. We have a discount code. It's equity, all capitals. It gives our agents $100 off the designation. But HOA.com does a lot of different things to help our agents once they have the designation in building out unity through community. So we'll be including all of this in the email tomorrow for all of you. So watch for that. And we're excited to roll that out to all the agents in the company so they can take advantage of it. Also, we have a partnership with RedX. RedX is based out of Utah. We've been using RedX, at least Tony and I, probably for about 20 years off and on. And they're a phenomenal company. And RedX provides agents with lead and data resources. And we have a unique URL for our agents where when they come here at the very bottom, you'll see our equity logo. They click on sign up and it saves the setup fee. So it saves our agents $150 when they sign up for RedX. Once they have access to RedX, they can log in and they can see all of the prospects in their market area. And so I logged in this morning. I got 1,750 prospects. These are expireds. These are geo leads. These are for sale by owners. These are pre-foreclosures. And it has an auto dialer system, mailers, but also RedX does awesome training. And they also provide us with marketing materials as well for our agents. So you can definitely take advantage of that for yourself as well as all the agents in the company. Also, I want to remind everybody that we have our certified full service professional designation available for all of our brokers and all of our agents. Super beneficial for you to go through certified full service professional, because once you do it and then your agents do it, you become a certified full service professional office, and you can market that in all of your recruiting efforts. And one of the things right here, there's 4 new modules that they posted here. These are bonus modules. One that I want to point out in particular is this one right here with Phil Jones. I talk about this all the time in our e-recruit webinars, exactly what to say for real estate agents, and exactly what to say for real estate agents, and exactly what to say. This book's for you. This book's for the agents in your office. That's Phil Jones. He's the author, and definitely go in and watch that. A lot of other companies that we compete against are definitely diving in deep to both these books and the idea of word tracks and sound tracks, and that's going to help you and your agents have a competitive edge. Also want to mention a book that everybody should go online and buy. It is called Raving Referrals for Real Estate Agents. I've become a Raving Referrals for Real Estate Agent certified trainer. That's what I'm doing out in Oklahoma City. So you can go to ravingreferrals.com, buy the book. That way, when we're out doing our Raving Referrals tour and we're in your area, you know what we're bringing to you. And this book and all of the things that go along with it. When we come out, we do a 2-hour class for the agents that you're inviting out. We're going to provide an item of value for them. It's tremendous opportunity for you to get agents that are in your offices out to learn about how to grow their business through referral, but at the same time, invite agents that are not with your office. That's going to give them exposure to equity. We're going to get them a copy of the ebook when they attend the live event, as well as some other bonus giveaways. I have this event in Oklahoma City. I'll be in St. Louis, Missouri with John Walsh on July 24th. And of course, we have our e-rewards program. So if you start to think about all the agents that you know on social media or in your sphere, and if you know that we're in an event somewhere, send them out. Of course, you can get the e-reward for inviting them when they register on the Eventbrite link. It says who invited you. Also, when they come, we have a sign-in sheet. They sign in and say, it says who invited you, because we want to make sure that the people that you invite get back to you for an e-reward. But the event's going to be amazing in July with John. And then also, this just hit my calendar. It looks like I'll be in Pennsylvania the first week of August. That'll be on the 1st. I'll be reaching out to Mike and Andrew about doing an event there. And then also, I'm working with Antonio. August 8th, we'll be in Raleigh, North Carolina. And then I just saw in the chat, Kit would love to come up and do this event in Boise. I was actually in Boise 2 weekends ago. So last weekend, I was in Fresno, California. I was able to spend some time with Eli Molina, our broker there. And if I'm about, I typically have my schedule about 2 to 3 months in advance. We'll know where we're going to be. I'm going to be reaching out to you. Let's get these events planned. The goal is to put 20 to 50 agents in our 2-hour workshop, send them out with an item of value, but more importantly, expose them to equity, and then go grow our company. And I'm just super excited. Like, things are happening. And one of the things we always talk about at corporate is what we call the power of 7, which means that if we can get every single one of our agents to just close 7 transactions in a year in our company, our lives are all going to look very, very different. So thanks for giving me a few minutes today, Tony.
Awesome. Thanks, Randy. And thanks for all your hard work. He's been putting in a lot of effort and meeting with a lot of people. And both him and I have been trying to get out as much as we can so that we make sure that we're with you and helping you grow your company. So if you have some information that you need and you have some stuff you want to do, just reach out to us and we'll get you on the schedule and get out. Even, it doesn't have to be long distance. I can come to any offices in Utah as well. But Idaho's good. I know, Kit, I'm planning on coming through. I'll get you some information in August. I'm driving up to a place in the north of the state, but I was planning on stopping and seeing you and Amy. So, I mean, yeah, you and Jamie when I'm coming through. So we'll figure that timing out. So it's great. I love getting out and seeing everybody. I love our company's got some energy to it. It's really starting to grow. We got a lot of stuff that's going on, and it's at the right time. I mean, because agents are looking to move. They really are. They're looking to have a change up in their life, and we want to be able to provide that for them. And sometimes that means giving them some stuff that they can come and see us and see how we operate, and then they join us after that. That perfect example of that is, look what's happened with Andy in Florida just after one event there. So lots of stuff starting to happen there. So I really appreciate that. All right, let's move right along. We're staying right on schedule. Look at that, a minute ahead. So we're going to have Amy and Tom talk to us about equity referral and relocation. They've been working really hard on this for you guys. I don't know how many of you have used the equity relocation program, but it's an amazing thing. And the reason I think it's amazing is because these two people that are going to come on and talk about it right now is that when they get a hold of a referral and they're helping our agents with stuff, they hang on to it, they stay on top of it, they make sure things get done, they make sure our agents are contacting them or our clients are getting contacted when they get referred. So Amy, Tom, you have the floor.
Hey, thanks for the time to chat with you guys real quick. The referral and network is going very well. The group that we have joined with, we're absolutely happy with. We have access to over 400,000 agents across the country, including our equity agents. It's a rare day that we run into any problems. These are very professional agents that we go with. Our office is getting busier. The busier we get and the more referrals that you can encourage your agents to send through the system actually elevates the amount of referrals we get back out of other companies to maintain the level of the referrals that we're giving them. So they'll start to match. So it's important that we get it through here. The power of social media, we've encouraged a lot of agents that we've talked to put us on their social media pages so that they can let friends and family know through Facebook and other states that they can get involved with their real estate transaction, even though they're across state lines or in a different state than the agents are in. So we just really encourage you to bring it up with your agents and remind them that referral and relocation is here for them.
I think, yeah, and Tom, kind of a shout out when Tom's talking about the fact that when we give out more referrals, we get more back. That helps us because then we can send those referrals to our equity agents that are working with our equity relocation. And I think we're starting to get, like, didn't you say we're starting to get quite a few HomeSmart referrals
Yeah,
that are coming out of them now? And it's because it's kind of one of you give, you get, and that's one of the things that happens with a network like this. But the other thing too about that is you only get back if you are handling it professionally. So it's really nice to know that whenever we have a referral, you have the systems to track them, to keep them in line, to let them know what's going on. I know, Amy, you've done a great job at getting the old guy set up on systems here, because that's important, because what happens is when we give a referral out or we receive a referral, we want to make sure that we have that follow-up in place all the time. So everybody is on top of it and knows what's going on. And communication in any of that is the most important thing. I know you've probably been frustrated if you've given a referral to somebody in another state and then your client calls you and said, I never heard from that agent, or I never, nothing ever happened. Or you call them and yeah, we went and bought with somebody else because we never heard from your person. So these guys stay on top of it. They're very good with that. And I think probably by the next call, we've got some real exciting things that we're working out for all of you as brokers to make it beneficial for the fact that you are sending referrals. And by beneficial, I mean money in your pocket, because that's really I can tell you that's great, but let's put some more money in your pocket. So,
and that is in the works, absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to
Perfect.
say one thing too, though. The referrals that we have received in from outside brokerages, our agents have done a great job with them. They just truly have. So
That's awesome. That's so good.
It's a cool machine. Let's just make it bigger and faster.
Yeah, and that's a testament to all of you brokers training and working with your agents and teaching them. We've got a really good company here. So I love it, and I appreciate all of you guys so much. So anything else, Tom?
I think that covers it. I mean, it's just, let's keep feeding it. The more in the pipeline, the better it is for everyone.
Good.
Okay.
All right, that's good. And they can reach out to you. Do you want to put maybe your information, Amy, in the chat so that you have the information, everybody, so they have the chance? But also, everything is on Elevate. You can go on there, encourage your agents to do that, because when they fill out their form on Elevate, it gives us that first step of the tracking that we can then get them in the system and working that way.
You bet.
Okay.
Thanks.
Perfect. Awesome.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you guys so much. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
You're working hard. I love it. All right. Well, let's keep on moving. I've got kind of a little bit of the strategic planning, some stuff that's going on at Equity that I'd love for you guys to know about. I asked the other day, Riley came into me and said that she was going to be moving on to loan origination. She had done that in the past, and of course I wished her the very best of luck, but she is no longer with us, and she's gone on to the loan origination business. So that's a hard business to go into. I tried to talk her out of it, but I didn't want to, also it's her dream, and she's done that before for a long time, and was very excited about that move to there. So, and within one fell swoop, my saving grace is Jolie. Jolie rolls into my office and says, "Hey, I can help with broker services, and I can help with the executive assistant position." And lo and behold, we haven't missed a beat. Everything's been going just great. So if you need anything that where Riley was reaching out to you, Jolie's the one that's going to be able to help you with any of that. And we're just, also we're being prudent with funds at Equity. We want to make sure that we stay profitable as we can. So I'm not going to replace that position. That gives us some extra funds going into Equity to where we can put more money back into developing and growing and building the business and keeping us profitable and safe. When you're off 43% from years in past, but you're still making a profit, the exciting part about that is when it comes back again, when interest rates move again, and when things start to really start moving, we've set the foundation and have a really solid base of staff in place to take care of everything. So that's really important for us. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about equity webinars, and Randy touched on this, but we've put a registration link in your agenda today when it came out. So if you want to register for the Raving Referrals for Real Estate Agents, he's got that webinar going on June 4th, which is next week. Believe it or not, I can't believe it. And then you can do that. And then Unlocking Real Estate and Creative Financing is on June 11th. So there's a couple of webinars that we've got coming up, and we want to make sure that we have that in place for all of you. We're trying to do a thing with social media. What happens with social media is when you have testimonials and when you have video testimonials, everything really starts to explode. So we're asking for you to reach out to your agents and them to reach out to their clients as well of some testimonials about Equity and how we're doing. We'll get that into our social media machine with Vivian, and we can get that out there and doing that. But if you get some that are doing something with a video and do that stuff, we'll send them out something nice, maybe an Equity mug and maybe a coffee card or something like that, just for them doing that. But I think one of the most important things is in testimonials is just getting as many as you possibly can. If you have a lot of testimonials going into your social media, that starts to drive your SEO up, which pushes up higher up in where people are looking for real estate companies. So it helps us all across the board, but sometimes we have to reach out and ask our agents, "Hey, how did things go?" And they have to do that with their clients too. "How did things go? Could you give us a quick little testimonial? Could you take your phone out and do a quick little video about how cool it was to work with us here at Equity, or how we've been able to help?" And if you'll do that, you'll submit that, and we'll make sure that Vivian gets, we'll get you out a little gift, or your agent out a little gift, so for doing that. But it also helps us keep growing it as we go. I wanted to let you know a couple of things. One, we've got a free leadership coaching call where you can have a free call with the Buffini. And what they do is they go through and they do a like a leadership evaluation, and they do it for free. There's no, he informed, I said, "Look, I don't want this to turn into like a sales call, but if it's something that our agents want to move forward and do some leadership coaching or do some stuff with you, it's a great way for you to get started." So we've got the link in there for you to go in there and do that as well. So it gives you the opportunity to see where you are as a coach. And I've always believed in being coached and learning more about what I'm doing and getting better at more of what I'm doing. I think most of your top athletes, most of your top executives, most of your top salespeople are coached on a monthly basis on how to get better and what to do and the best ways to do that. So this is a free thing for them. There's, like I said, there's no, you don't have to do anything. You just have to do that with them. So um, then let's see what else we got going. So we've got some fun stuff going. We also have a call for, I put this together last night and I may have missed this, but we have a call for all of our agents, and it's with Dave McGee, and he is with Buffini, and he's doing a coaching call for agents where they can get on and he can talk about maybe 3 or 4 of the things that they need to do as an agent in this type of a market to grow their referral business, to grow their business, and to build that up. And that's in June as well. So watch for that in the newsletter so that you can get your agents that information and sign up. We'll also send that in the equity newsletter to the agents. But again, every time that we can train up our people, it was the thing that Randy was talking about, the 7. If you can get a company to averaging 7, 8, 9 transactions per agent, the only way that you can do that, the only way you can bring them up is, one, you can go try and recruit those people that are already doing that, or you can bring up the ones that you have and help them do that. So that's why we spend so much time in talking about getting better and having these webinars and having coaching and having, events so that our agents have the opportunity to plug in to get better. They have no reason in the world not to get better with us here at Equity. The only reason that they're not doing it is because they're not plugging into it, because we have the stuff. Eric Lee has fantastic training every week that goes out to these agents. And so whenever you are recruiting or doing anything, you can say with confidence that we train and help our agents probably more than anybody out there in the industry. Definitely more than anybody out there in the industry. I hear some of these other companies that are recruiting a lot of agents, but then nobody ever sees anybody and nobody ever gets any training. And they just are like, just go recruit another agent. And they're trying to build this big, long list of agents that they've recruited, but nobody's selling any real estate. And until real estate's sold, nothing can happen. So it's really important for us to make sure that we have that on the agenda or on the horizon with our agents so that they get better and better at everything that they do. And then last but not least, well, 2 things. One, only 20 of you have filled out the survey. We work real hard at corporate to get better at what we're doing, but we need your help. And if you want some things done or fill some things out, fill out the survey for us so we can know where we need to get better. It's real important for us to do that. I know a lot of you are busy, so it takes a little bit of time to fill out a survey. But if you'll just take the time to do that, that will help us get better at serving you and helping you with the things that you need to have us step up and do. And that helps. And I like, I do like, I get emails like, well, I read the survey, but do this. That's fine. And you can just keep doing that with me, but it's a better way if you fill out the survey so we can get a more rounded effect of what's the best way for us to get better in helping you. And we will do that. If you'll fill out those surveys, that's how that can help us with that. And then the last thing, don't forget about our recruiting contest. We already had our mid winners, and that was really nice. I think one of them's on here. Randy Smith's on here today. He won at the midway through for the brokers, and we've got that goes through the end of June. So really push, because right now agents are starting to get busy, and you know how they are when they start to get busy. They don't want to move around. So get them before they get super busy. But also, I loved what Ricky said. You recruited a group that's coming over and bringing over a bunch of inventory with them. Most of the time, brokers are allowing them to do that now. So make sure that you're reaching out to them, talk to them about their bottom line, talk to them about what's important to them to grow their business. Is not all just about doing more business, right? It's also about making sure that they have the right financial side on the other side where they don't where they're not paying out too much. Everybody always thinks if I just make more money, everything will be just fine. But you've got to also have to understand in finances, you got to be very cautious about what you spend. And we do that at Equity as a company. And I think the more you teach your agents to do that, the more they will keep growing and investing in themselves and building and taking designations and growing. And if they don't do that, then they'll just dwindle and get out of this business because we know this year we're probably going to lose maybe a third of the real estate agents in the country are going to get out of the business. And we're starting to see it already where they're just getting out. And it's the ones that aren't doing anything. But there are some really good people out there that if they just knew what to do, they would be incredible in this business. They just don't know what to do. So let's make sure that we get out there, tell them, look, we've got the training, we've got the systems in place, we've got the cost structure in place for you to make it the most effective for you. There's no reason for you to not be with us. And we've got the infrastructure to help take care of it with our team here in Salt Lake. So, um, long-winded. I moved right along really fast, but I think I got through most of it. And I thought maybe we could open up and have any questions or things that we need to look at here. And Kit's got her hand raised. I'm on a laptop because I'm, like I said, in Phoenix. So let's go with Kit.
Thanks, Tony. I just have a couple questions. First, is it possible with the surveys that I apologize, I did not fill the survey out originally until you texted me because I never saw it. So I don't know where it went, but that's probably my fault. But I did do it immediately when you
Thank
asked
you.
me to. So, but speaking of surveys though, is there a way with the survey that goes out with the closings that we could incorporate some of those questions again, like we used to have back in the day, where we get feedback on our own brokerage, like where our agents answer the questions about like what do they like? I used to learn just a ton about from the crew on that, like why they were with us, and that just helped me
Sure.
a ton. But I don't get their responses anymore unless it's a person that goes into the recruiting deal. So if there's a
Okay.
way to add a couple of those questions back, I always felt like really helpful. Um,
Absolutely. We can
and
do
then
that.
the
Jolie, will
only,
you make a note of that and we'll get with Jared on that as we're doing this?
sorry, Jared, I'm always asking you to. And then I know Randy's going, but I was curious if anybody else is going to DC this week for NAR.
Troy Peterson told me he's going to be there.
Okay.
So Troy will be there. I am not going to be there this year, but anybody else? Randy Smith, are you going?
Yeah, Randy said he's going.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'll be there.
We've
Nice.
got a lunch date already, so
Oh, good. Hey, let me know and corporate will pay for that for you guys. That'd be awesome. I'd love
Oh,
and
I'll
if you
turn that receipt in. Don't you worry.
I'm ordering the expensive stuff.
That's good. Yeah, just look down the menu. Don't even look at what it is you're eating. Just look at the price on the side.
Pick the highest and say put it on Tony's bill.
I'm used to that for sure. Awesome. That's good.
I had one
Anything?
other comment, Tony, as you talk about agents that will be leaving the business. The interesting thing right now, as crazy as the market has been, the real estate schools are full. We had almost 200 new people through real estate schools this past month in Utah, and so it's those of you who are doing mentoring and training programs for new agents, you can pick up some good new agents now as well to replace those that are leaving the industry.
I think that is so true. And a lot of the stuff that you're going to start hearing um, us talk about is acquiring some of that business that is leaving that maybe because some people are leaving the industry because they're getting to this time where they've been in it for so long and they're leaving the industry. And so there's some good programs out there that we can teach our agents on how to actually go out there and purchase that business from that agent that is getting ready to leave the business without putting any money down or anything, just working about let's come up with a plan for a 1 or 2 year plan. They introduce them. They come in, they would do a referral to this agent that's leaving the business for a period of time. And eventually, what happens is that person gets the opportunity to not only just walk away and sunset their business, but also take care of their clients. And a lot of times, I think people sell real estate into their 80s because they don't want to disappoint their clients. But if they introduced them to somebody as good as like Jamie or Chris or Eric Lee. Well, not Eric Lee. No, Eric Lee. I introduced him to Eric Lee as well. Um, that they have the opportunity to still serve their clients because they know that they're being taken care of. And so we've got some programs that are coming out that will help you guys be able to teach your agents how to do that. And that will help them pick up that business where people are leaving the industry because they're retiring. But usually when they retire, they just quit. And this way we can take care of their clients that they've had in the past. Randy.
Yeah,
Talk.
ironically, on June 25th, that is what our webinar is on. So you'll see that in the next newsletter. We are going to show agents how to retire from real estate and still make money. We even have the agreement already done. So we'll roll that out to you guys.
Yeah. Yep. We're always trying to think ahead. We're always trying to fish upstream. I was taught that a long time ago. Fish upstream, because then that way you catch the big fish before the other people downstream get anything. So it's awesome. Great. Did we have anybody else that had any other questions?
Hi, Tony. It's Debbie Logan.
Hi, Debbie.
I had a question about Red X. Like, what is the price on that? I know it's a discount, but what's the price on that?
Randy?
They have a couple different programs that they can choose from. So when they go in and they click on the Join Now link, it'll walk them through the different options that they have available. Red X, I had a conversation with them this week. They're coming up with some new pricing to adjust to the market, and a couple new programs that they're going to also be rolling out in the next 30 to 60 days. So those will show up there as well.
If they go on the site, I think, Debbie, if you go on the site, you can see some of their pricing. I don't think you have to buy it all, right? You could say,
No,
maybe an agent says, I want to do for sale by owners, or I want to do expireds, or I want to, they can do that. So
yeah, they have some customized programs, and they also have an amazing program specific for teams that they just rolled out, which is really economical. It gives you like up to 5 seats in their system. It gives you the auto dialer. It gives them all that stuff. And so here in the next 30 to 60 days, you're going to see a couple webinars that we're going to be doing live with RedX that our agents can jump on and participate in, and you can participate in as well on those.
awesome.
My other questions, thank you for that. My other question is Elevate. My screen still looks the same. Do I just need to get rid of the link and restart, or because we changed that, right? You guys changed that? Elevate?
But we haven't completely rolled it out yet. It's still
Okay.
in the
No worries then. Sorry.
Jared calls the sandboxing right now. We're just making sure we get all the bugs and everything out of it right now. So that's
Okay, no problem.
yeah.
And let's see. I think the other one is that I've been going to reach out to, so I might as well do it right now, is the broker kit.
Okay.
You were offering, it was originally a fee, and is it still a fee, or for a temporary, is it not for recruiting, or?
We're offering that out to some of our newer recruits. So just touch base with Randy, and we can get that taken care of. You're talking about where we've got it connected to Realtix so that you can then pull and see what agents are doing in your area. Yeah.
Correct.
Reach out to Randy. We can get that done.
Okay.
For you. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Good to see you, Deborah. Vivian, the great Vivian's got her hand raised up. Let's see what's going on in Georgia today.
Well, I don't have a question, Tony, but if we have just a few seconds of time, I'd love to show the brokers a couple additions in the marketing center.
I think that would be great. And we've got plenty of time. We've got 16 minutes. So you can go fast or slow, whatever you want to do.
All right, great, thank you. Let me just pull my screen up. All right, yeah, so a few additions to the marketing center. We now have new home buyer and home seller presentations that you and your brokers and you and your agents can use. And to find those, you just have to go to the presentation section and the marketing center, and then you'll see them down here at the bottom. They're fully editable, so you can edit any pictures or text or anything that you need to, edit it to kind of how you want to present it. But one thing I would say is just to make sure that your settings are updated as well, with your phone numbers, email addresses, things like that, so it pulls it all in for you. Just make sure you also share these with your agents. It's a great resource. These are based off of the home buyer and home seller ebooks we have in the marketing center too, and that's just right here in the ebook section. So yeah, definitely take advantage of these, let your agents know. The only other thing I had is that to just watch out next week for the new June equity social kits. I'll be sending those out on Monday. And if you guys have any questions or anything, just let me know. But please also make sure you're taking advantage of those social media posts as well, because that's just going to keep us growing and our numbers will be getting stronger and everything as well. But yeah, that's what I had, Tony.
So Vivian, am I putting you too much on the spot if I said, can you share those numbers for us? Because I think it's great for us to see how much we've grown in the social media and the number side of it.
Yeah, I can definitely do that. Yeah, of course. Let me just get it pulled up really fast and then
Okay.
I'll do
While
that.
she's doing that, she's doing such a great job. Her and Justine are just amazing at what's going on in the social side of it. So we just try to keep an idea on that and keep ahead of it as much as we can. But anything that we're doing, if you guys plug into that, that's going to just help you out in your area so much when you're working in the social media side. While she's doing that, if any of you want to shoot Jolie or me an email of some things that you would like to see in the surveys back out to our agents, we'll put something together and then we'll run it out past everybody as well so they can kind of get an idea and see on that. But sometimes it's just really nice for our brokers to say this is what our agents are saying about us, and if that's something we can get on there on the survey, just send that out to us. You can email me or Jolie, Randy, and we can get that going. I'd say email Jared, but I try to keep him locked in like the Facebook gurus, to make sure he's always working on the data side of things. Sorry, Vivian. This is my fault.
No,
She
you're
didn't
fine.
have it
I
ready
have it
because
pulled up now.
yeah.
Sorry,
Okay.
it was giving me all these temporary passwords and things like that, but here we go.
You're great.
All right, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Awesome. So yeah, our numbers are up as always. This is an overview of since year to date, so since January. You can see a 71% increase in engagement. And then, wow, 563% in engagement rate. So that's amazing. And then our video views are skyrocketing as well. I always say videos are the best form of content when it comes to social media. So you can see it's just keeps on growing and growing, and all of our numbers are in green, which is awesome. But yeah.
Turn my audio off. Well, thank you, Vivian. And you can see we're getting better and better at that. And anything that you guys can, help us with, things going on in your industry, in your area, things that you want to get posted and tag us with equity, do that. Because I think once you start to see that rise up, and video is amazing when that happens, but anytime we can get anything coming back to us, that's why with our testimonials and everything, if we get any video back with that, that just will really help that. But again, it's just like I don't think people are on social media and look at it and go, "Wow, I'm going to join that company." But I think they get on social media, they see that and they go, what's going on at that company? And then as we reach out to them, it makes it much warmer and easier for them to do it. So, or builds that curiosity. So the more we can stay with that, the better we are. And I mean, I'm telling you right now, that is the best amount of money we can spend for for marketing. I keep asking Vivian if we need more money, and she keeps saying, no, I think we're doing just fine. So that's the perfect marketing director to have in the world. But I'm telling you right now, it's great for us to be able to grow our business on a basis of social and having that out there for us. So I appreciate all of your efforts on that. And if we miss a point on things, I think Kit sent us a thing says, "Hey, I appreciate you pushing a lake in Idaho, but it's like 8.5 hours away." We're trying to get better at that, but sometimes we may miss some mark. And if you let us know quick enough, we'll make a change or do some stuff. But what's nice is I know, Kit, you do a lot of things around your area. Send us that and we'll get that posted up for you too through the equity account and get your involvement and move forward that same way. So
So
awesome.
I have a question about that actually though,
Yes.
with here because so I'm very lucky, as many of you know, because I have Whitney who does all that stuff.
Yeah.
But so we're always tagging. We tag equity and we tag and tag and tag and tag. I just want to make sure that we're hitting all the right things because we've got pretty big coverage. I mean, we get pretty big responses, especially now with the TV show and all that mess. So if
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
anything we're missing,
Okay. Well, I think
Vivian, Whitney.
yeah, I think what we could do is maybe Vivian and Whitney could have a conversation because of the farther they keep you and I out of that, Kit, the better we'll
Okay.
do.
I was mostly focused on how to get out of the business at some point when you were talking about that. Like, who's going to buy my business? That would be great.
Your brain
Yeah,
was going there. I
my
got
brain was already there.
you. I got you.
I'm
That's
also wondering where your tiara is, Kit. I mean, now that
Mine?
you're the queen of TV for,
No.
yeah.
That is a forcing me out of my comfort zone. That was
oh,
my goal for 2025. Yeah. So
I love it. Well, you
Very
set
cool.
goals and you attain them.
that's all Whitney's fault, by the way.
That's why we love her so much.
Exactly. I
She
know. She
pushes
makes me.
you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
That's what great team members do. That's awesome.
She's coming up on 10 years with me this summer, just so you
It's,
know.
and that is amazing. I was talking with Paul the other day. Paul's been with us for 14 years. Candace, how long you been with me? And just, I know you've been with me with equity since 2010, I think, or 12. I think she's on here somewhere. I
You
saw her.
said 13.
13, yeah.
13 years. Wow. Lucky 13.
Oh,
And
yeah.
hopefully she makes it to
Vivian, you're
4.
asking me the wrong questions too, by the way. It needs to go to Whitney. Just email her.
I love it. I love it. Great. Okay. Well, anybody else have anything going on that they need to chat about with us before we tune off here? Everybody's doing good. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you all very much for all of your stuff. Hold up, my director's giving me some information here. So yeah, I'm just sorry about that. Just letting everybody know that we're here for you and ready to go with that. And if there's anything that we can do to help you out, please let us know. That's what we're here for. And I appreciate all of your hard work. I know how hard all of you have been working. It has been a definite 2 years of what the hell is going on. Some are super busy, some are not, but everybody's been staying in there and working hard. And I know that as we continue to grow, equity is going to grow. We're going to get stronger and we're going to get better for everybody out there. And that's all because of people like yourself. So I appreciate everything. If you need anything, reach out to me. I'm available or my team, and let's just keep on growing and have a good I can't even believe I'm going to say this, summer and June, because we're here already. So Oh, that's good. Have fun in DC, Kit and Randy and Troy. And we will get all the
Great to see
information
you
we need.
all.
Just going. Yeah, good to see everybody. See you soon. Thank you.